Welcome, welcome. You have made it to day 5. I'm so excited. You've done a whole lot of work up until this point, and now day 5 is going to be all around how you can scale your business. So in this first video, we're going to talk about the art of replication. In the second video today, we'll talk about simple automations. And the third video, we're going to talk about outsourcing so you can keep your sanity. So in this first video, let's talk about the art of replication. All right, you've heard that saying, work smarter, not harder, right? Well, that's kind of what this video is all about. We want to figure out a way that we can replicate ourselves or leverage our work so that we can work smarter, not harder, right? Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. Which is easier to do? It is selling $100 tickets easier, or is it easier to sell 10 $5,000 tickets? Which do you think is easier? Well, I hope that you said selling 10 tickets is easier than selling 100 tickets, because actually it is. The ticket price doesn't really matter. It's the number of sales that you have to get that matters, right? And did you know that selling 1-to-1 it's effective, right? But then you end up becoming the bottleneck because there's only so many hours in the day and you can only have so many conversations with people in that day. So what you need to do is figure out a way that you can sell one to many, right? So it takes the same amount of effort to sell to one person as it does to sell to 100, to 1,000, to 10,000. Same effort. So this video is about talking about different platforms you could leverage in order to replicate your message and reach more people and sell to many people instead of just one person. Okay, before we get into the platforms though, we need to talk about what you're most comfortable with, right? So are you more comfortable speaking or teaching or coaching? Because depending on how you answer it will depend on which platform will make the most sense for you. So let me just get my notes here real quick as we move to these 5 platforms. Okay, so there's 5 we're going to talk about. So the first platform is really geared towards speaking. So if you are able to speak and you have no problem speaking and selling while you're speaking, this platform will probably be ideal for you. So the first platform is called a teleseminar. So this is like a phone call. It's very simple to create. You can schedule a 1 or 2 hour phone call and deliver transformative value in that phone call. So if you charged, say, $1,000 and you had 100 people show up on this phone call, you'd instantly make $100,000. Doesn't that sound good? It's really the easiest to implement because, after all, everybody knows how to take a phone call. So that's teleseminar. Now, the next platform we're going to talk about is really geared towards teaching. So if you are good at teaching and sharing information or guiding people step by step through something, then the pre-recorded might be the platform you want to use. What we're doing right now is called pre-recorded. I'm sharing information with you. It's a recorded video, and then you basically can create a mini course, maybe offer 3 different modules talking about a specific topic and how to, the steps on how to resolve something. Or you could have 2 90-minute modules, right? Something quick and easy to consume. You teach your content, you share transformative transformative value in the content, and you never have to worry about stage fright or performance anxiety. You're just recording it in advance. So that's another way of replicating yourself, right? You teach it once, but then you can use the video over and over again. Okay, the next platform we're going to talk about is group coaching. This works well if you're good at coaching, where you're guiding people on the path. You ask really great questions, and you probe deeper with your audience, and you help them discover for themselves what the next steps are. So group coaching is good. You create this group coaching session, you open it up for a certain number of people, you close it after those people join, you provide interaction amongst the group. So maybe you set up a Zoom call and you have everyone on camera as well as being able to speak. And this is awesome, because then the people in the session itself will learn not only from you, but from the interaction that they have with others. So there's a whole lot of value that can be gained from doing group coaching. This option does require you to think more on your feet, like be quick about something. So it does require that you have a little bit more confidence about whatever subject matter you're discussing. But other than that, it's a great platform, right? Especially for interaction with your participants. The fourth platform we'll talk about is webinar platform. This is great for speaking and for teaching. Again, you would create a training and invite people to register for your webinar. And this option, because it is a little bit technical, the tools that you use, there is a tendency to have some things go not quite right. So you really want to have a team of people helping you put this webinar on. Like, you'll have somebody who's giving the material, teaching the material. Maybe you have somebody who's moving the slides around. Maybe you have somebody who's moderating the comments that are coming in, or collecting the questions and feeding those questions to you so you can answer the questions at the end of the webinar. You definitely need others to help you when you're putting a webinar on, so that you don't have to handle every role involved in producing a webinar. But that's a great platform as well. Again, you could do your webinar once live, and you could record it and then use it over and over and over again. So that's a great platform. Now, another platform that you can leverage is live events. And this is great for speaking and teaching and coaching. And at the time that I'm recording this, we are in the middle of the coronavirus. We have the stay-at-home mandate in place. So a lot of live events have been canceled or postponed. But at some point in the future, that won't be the case, and we'll be back to being able to go out and do live events. So I still want to talk about this live events, because it's great for, if you're speaking, teaching, or coaching. Live events work fabulous. You could plan an event, have it at a nice hotel, teach on a very specific topic, maybe have a 3-day event that you're doing, teaching on a certain topic. Make sure there's a ton of value. Make sure they've got a great, outcome after the 3 days. And then what you can do is actually charge more for this event and keep the event small. So maybe 6 to 12 people attend, as opposed to trying to do an event where you have hundreds or thousands of people. And the reason for that is people love that interaction, that direct access, and the ability to communicate with others that are on the same journey. So that does have a higher perceived value than if you're just buying a ticket and you're going to this massive event. So those are 5 platforms that you could leverage in order to replicate yourself and get your sales message out there to more people without spending more effort on your part. So There's a worksheet that goes with this video as well. So it outlines everything we covered in this video and then asks you at the end, which of these platforms looks like it might be a good fit for you. So I am so happy for you to have finished day 5, lesson 1. And in our next video, we're going to be talking about simple automations. So I'll see you in the next video.